Ever notice how that quick browse on Amazon turns into a $200 shopping cart you never planned for? Or how you walked into Target for shampoo and left with decorative pillows, scented candles, and a throw blanket you absolutely didn't need? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not weak-willed. You're being psychologically manipulated by billion-dollar corporations who've mastered the art of making you buy things you don't want. Right now, there are entire teams of behavioral psychologists working around the clock to exploit specific triggers in your brain. They know exactly which colors make you spend more. They understand how limited time offers hijack your decision-making. They've calculated the precise moment when you're most vulnerable to impulse purchases. That dopamine hit you feel when clicking Add to Cart? That's not satisfaction. It's a carefully engineered response that keeps you coming back for more. The worst part? Most people don't even realize it's happening. In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose the 6 psychological tricks retailers use to empty your wallet, and more importantly, show you exactly how to recognize them before they strike. By the end of this video, you'll never look at shopping the same way again, and your bank account will thank you. But first, if you're ready to take control of your spending and stop falling for these manipulative tactics, smash that like button right now. So let's start with the most powerful weapon in a retailer's arsenal, and it's something you encounter every single time you shop, whether online or in a physical store. It's called the anchoring effect, and once you understand how it works, you'll see it everywhere. Here's how they get you. Retailers deliberately show you an expensive item first to make everything else seem like a bargain by comparison. Walk into any electronics store, and what's the first thing you see? That massive 85-inch television with a price tag that makes your eyes water. They don't actually expect most people to buy it. That's not the point. The point is that when you see a 55-inch TV for half the price right next to it, your brain automatically thinks you're getting an incredible deal, even though that TV might still be overpriced. Your mind has been anchored to that higher number, and suddenly spending $1,500 feels reasonable because at least it's not $3,000. Online retailers do this even more aggressively. Ever noticed how they show you the original price crossed out right next to the sale price? Most of the time, that original price is completely inflated. The item was never actually sold at that price, or maybe it was for about 3 days, just so they could legally show the comparison. But your brain doesn't care about the truth in that moment. It sees those numbers and thinks it's getting a steal. The psychology is so effective that studies show people will spend up to 40% more when they believe they're getting a discount, even when the final price is exactly the same as it would have been without any sale at all. Now let's talk about something even more sinister, the scarcity principle. Retailers know that humans are hardwired to fear missing out. It's an evolutionary trait that kept our ancestors alive, but now it's being weaponized against your wallet. Those only 3 left in stock messages aren't always real. Sometimes inventory systems are programmed to show low stock numbers, even when warehouses are fully stocked. And those countdown timers telling you the sale ends in 2 hours? Many of them reset after you leave the site. The entire purpose is to trigger panic in your brain, to make you feel like if you don't buy right now, this very second, you'll regret it forever. Your logical thinking shuts down and your primitive brain takes over, screaming at you to secure the resource before it disappears. Fashion retailers are particularly brutal with this tactic. They create artificial scarcity through limited edition releases and exclusive drops. Supreme built an entire empire on this principle. They manufacture hype around products that often cost pennies to produce, release them in deliberately small quantities, and watch as people line up for hours or crash websites trying to buy a basic t-shirt for $200. The product itself isn't special. The scarcity is what creates the value in your mind. And once you've bought into that system, you become part of the hype machine, convincing yourself and others that these purchases are somehow worthwhile. The third manipulation technique is something called the decoy effect, and it's absolutely everywhere once you know to look for it. Companies deliberately create pricing tiers designed to push you toward the option they want you to choose. Think about movie theater popcorn. You walk up and see a small for $7, a medium for $8, and a large for $8.50. Nobody buys the small because the medium is only $1 more, and most people skip the medium because for just 50 cents extra, you get the large. You walk away thinking you made a smart decision, but here's the reality. They want you to buy the large. The small and medium options exist purely to make the large seem like the obvious choice. You weren't planning to spend $8.50 on popcorn, but the way the options were structured made it feel like the rational decision. Streaming services do this constantly. They'll offer 3 subscription tiers, where the middle option is only slightly more expensive than the basic tier, but offers way more value, making it seem like a no-brainer. Then the premium tier is positioned just close enough in price that some people will upgrade to that too. The entire pricing structure is engineered to guide you towards spending more than you initially intended, all while making you feel like you're being smart and economical. Let me tell you about the 4th trick, and this one is probably costing you more money than you realize. It's called the sunk cost fallacy, and retailers exploit it ruthlessly. Free shipping thresholds are a perfect example. Your cart total is at $38, but free shipping kicks in at $50. Your brain starts doing mental gymnastics, telling you that spending $12 more to save $7 on shipping actually makes financial sense. Except you weren't planning to spend that extra $12 at all. The retailer knows that once you're close to a threshold, you'll add unnecessary items to your cart just to avoid feeling like you're wasting money on shipping. You've already invested time browsing their site and filling your cart, and that psychological investment makes you more likely to keep going. Subscription services weaponize this same principle. Free trials get you invested in a service, and even if you're not using it much, canceling feels like admitting you wasted your time signing up in the first place. Gym memberships survive on this psychology. People pay month after month without going because canceling means admitting they failed at their fitness goals. The companies know this and make cancellation processes deliberately complicated to increase the friction even more. The fifth manipulation is social proof, and it's become even more powerful in the age of social media. Those customer reviews, those influencer partnerships, those bestseller labels, they're all designed to make you think that if everyone else is buying something, you should too. Here's what most people don't realize. Many of those reviews are purchased or incentivized. Influencers are paid to pretend they love products they've never used before, and bestseller status can be manipulated through coordinated buying campaigns.